Hi, I'm Jeremy and welcome to Yoga with Jerm. Today's practice was something that I really needed because I've been running quite a bit lately and I woke up this morning feeling like my hamstrings were super strained and super tight. So what would be better than to get onto the mat and get some yummy, not just stretches, but a flow in that will open up into the hamstrings. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's get started. And let's begin today's practice in downward facing dog. Go ahead and paddle out the feet, bending one knee then the other, swaying the hips from side to side, dropping one shoulder then the other. Anything that you need to feel comfortable in down dog, go ahead and do so. And when you're ready, coming to stillness and downward facing dog. With the hips up high, the heels reaching for the mat, the chest is pressing towards the thighs. And look between the hands. Gently step forward to the front of the mat. Take a halfway lift. And on the exhale, let's forward fold. Separating the feet just about hip width apart. And stay here with the knees just slightly bent. We're going to do a rag doll as we hold on to opposite elbows. Allowing the body to dangle as you sway left and right. Bob up and down. Experiment with taking the weight a little further forward towards the toes, gently straightening the knees a little bit by bit, working with the breath here to go just a little bit deeper into this rag doll. When you're ready, gradually release the hands down onto the mat, and vertebra by vertebra, we're going to roll the body up. With the last thing to come up being the head. Feet together. The big toes to touch, the heels slightly apart. Keep the tailbone tucked under, the shoulders up and back, drawing the hands to heart center. On the inhale, let's lift the arms up overhead as you gaze between the thumbs. And on the exhale, forward fold as you hinge at the hips, diving forward. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Then exhale, let's place the hands down, left foot steps back. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes, coming into a low lunge. Sinking the hips forward and down here as you lift the arms high, stretching into the left hip flexor. Stay here to breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands on the hips as you straighten the front knee. Getting ready for half splits. On the inhale, lengthening up the spine. On the exhale, folding forward, the hands down onto the mat. Try to maintain the squareness of the hips here, so that left hip is slightly rolled forward, right hip pulling back, and the right foot nice and flexed. Continue to breathe here. Spine is long and not so rounded. Every breath, you're going just a little bit deeper for 5, 4, 3, 2, not releasing, 1. Let's crawl the hands just a little bit further back so that they're under the shoulders. And on the exhale, we're just going to lift that right foot off the mat, exactly where we are. Next exhale, up, holding it there for 5, foot flexed, 4, 3, 2, let's drop the foot down, 1. Wonderful. Rebend the front knee, crawling the hands to the front. As you tuck the back toes, lift the back knee off, right leg push back, 3-legged dog. Kick the right leg nice and high here, but try to keep the hips square. Continue to press the left heel towards the mat so that we're stretching the left hamstring. Chest is pushed towards the thighs. Staying here to breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, good. And starting to now walk the hands backwards. 1, inch by inch now. As slowly as you need to. All the way until we're at the back of the mat in a standing split. Pointing the toes, lifting the foot as high as you can. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and with the right foot down onto the mat. 1. Let's take a forward fold. Going a little bit deeper here. Try to lengthen the spine downwards for a few more breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, let's sweep the arms up overhead. Palms to touch above the head. And exhale, drawing the hands to heart center. Good. Let's turn around now, so we're facing the back. And beginning from this position on the inhale, let's lift the arms up overhead. And then exhale to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, this time the right leg is back for a low lunge. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes, lifting the arms up towards the ceiling as you sit the hips forward and down. Staying here to breathe in this low lunge for 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. Half split, hands on the hips, straighten the front knee. Inhale to lengthen up the spine, and then exhale to fold forward, placing the hands down onto the mat. And don't worry if the hamstring is feeling tight, the knee can be slightly bent, it's perfectly okay. With every breath, we're just going to go a little bit deeper into this pose, really feeling that hamstring stretch out the back of the left leg. Stay and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Crawl the hands just a little bit further back, getting ready to lift that heel off. Good, on the exhale now, let's lift the heel off, stay here to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the heel, rebend the front knee as you crawl the hands all the way to the front of the mat, planting the hands down. Left leg push back for 3-legged dog, lifting the left foot nice and high. Right heel towards the mat, and the chest is pressing towards the right thigh. Good. Lift a little bit higher here as you stay and breathe for 5, 4, chest continue to press, 3, opening up into the shoulders, 2, and 1. Let's crawl the hands towards the right foot, crawling backwards to find that standing split. You can take the option of the right hand holding onto the right calf, pulling the nose down towards the knee. Stay and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The left foot touching down onto the mat. Let's take a forward fold again. This time, peace fingers holding onto the big toes. The feet are hip width apart. On the inhale, lengthen the spine. On the exhale, let's fold as you pull with the hands. Elbows opening out wide. Last few breaths here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gradually releasing, and on the inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, palms to touch above the head, and then exhale, hands to heart center. Turning around once again to face the front of the mat. And let's take a big step back with the left leg. Get ready for a pyramid pose. On the inhale, lengthen the spine, the hips square to the front. And on the exhale, let's fold forward as you hinge at the hips, hands coming down onto the mat. Don't worry if the hamstrings are tight, you can keep the knee just slightly bent so that the hands can touch down. Again, the focus is on lengthening into the back of the right leg here. We've lengthened the spine as well so that we're not too rounded. Few more breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. Let's rise back up. Place the hands on the hips, good, and rebend the front knee just a little bit. Let's come to a high lunge. So slide the legs just a little bit longer, further apart. The back heel now lifted up towards the ceiling, and let's lift the arms up into this high lunge pose. Sit a little bit lower, stay here to breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and bringing the hands to heart center. Let's lean forward, get ready for warrior 3. On 1, float forward. The body in that beautiful T shape, lifting the back heel just a little bit higher, body also lifted. Good, stay here to breathe and feeling the stretch here in the right hamstrings. 5, 4, try to square the hips down a little more. 3, 2, good, pivot at the hips but the left foot doesn't touch down. We come to an upright position. Good, 1, let's take the left peace fingers, holding on to the left big toe. Right hand on the right hip, body as upright as you can. We're just going to extend the left leg out in front of us. Stay for extended hand to big toe. 5, 4, 3, foot stays exactly where it is. 2, let's release the foot, hands on the hips. 1, good. Continuing to work the left thigh. 5, 4, 3, 2, and the left foot down onto the mat. 1. Beautiful practice. Switching sides, right leg steps back. Getting ready for pyramid pose. On the inhale, let's lengthen the spine, and on the exhale, folding forward, hands onto the mat. And continuing to fold a little bit deeper, get the chest a little bit further forward. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands on the hips, rising back up. And let's take a high lunge as you slide the legs further apart. Back heel lifted off, lifting the arms up towards the ceiling. Stay here to breathe. 5. Continue to straighten the back knee. 4, 3, 2, get ready for warrior 3. 1, bring the hands to heart center. As you lean forward, float the body forward, beautiful T shape. Good, the bottom knee can be a little bit bent if the hamstrings are again feeling tight. Stay here to breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's pivot at the hips to come upright without dropping the right foot. 1, right peace fingers, right big toe. Let's straighten the right leg out in front of us. Good, extended hand to big toe. 5, nice and strong, body upright. 4, activating the left glutes. 3, 2, keep the right foot exactly where it is. 1, hands on the hips. Kick the heel as far forward as you can. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Right foot down onto the mat. 1, wonderful practice. Hands to heart center. On the inhale, let's lift the arms up overhead. And on the exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Step back, either to down dog or take one vinyasa to come to downward facing dog. I'm going to go to the vinyasa. Let's go down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Left foot forward between the hands for warrior two. Pivot the back heel down, windmill the arms up. Activating the left glutes here. The knee is opened out so that the knee doesn't collapse inwards. Gaze over the front palm. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the front knee, triangle pose as you lean forward. Left hand is down onto the mat, right hand is lifted up towards the ceiling. Gazing up towards the right thumb here in Trikonasana. Right shoulder continues to pull back. Good. Breathing and holding for 5, 4, 3, good. Feel the length in the right side body here. 2, as you rebend the front knee. 1, let's come back to warrior 2, reverse warrior. As you lean forward, flip the front palm, take it all the way to the back wall. Right hand is crawling down the back leg, but stay light on the right fingertips here, so not too much weight there. 5, 4, nice and strong. 3, 2, and we come back to warrior 2. 1, straighten the front knee, hands on the hips, turn to face the right side of the mat. On the inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, forward fold. Standing wide-legged forward fold. Few more breaths here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, hands on the hips. 1, let's rise back up. Good, as you turn to face the front of the mat, once again, place the hands down, stepping back. Option for 1 vinyasa to come to downward facing dog. And then the right foot forward between the hands for warrior 2. Pivot the back heel down, windmill the arms up. Here in this beautiful warrior 2 stance, take a longer stance if you want to challenge yourself a bit more. Breathing and holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's take that beautiful triangle pose. 1, as you straighten the front knee, lean forward, the tilting of the pelvis. Right hand is down, left hand is up towards the ceiling. Good, gazing up, take the drishti towards the left thumb. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and as you rebend the front knee. 1, let's take reverse warrior. Lean forward, flip the front palm all the way to the back wall. Left fingertips crawling down. 5, 4, 3, 2, good. Coming back to warrior 2. And 1, straighten the front knee, turn to face the left side of your mat, hands on the hips. Inhale to lengthen as you exhale, folding forward. Bring the hands down. This time, peace fingers holding onto the big toes. On the inhale, lengthen. On the exhale, let's fold forward. Again, using leverage to go just a little bit deeper. Feel the opening of the hamstrings behind you. Last few breaths here. 5. Continue to internally rotate the legs here. 4, so that the sitting bones are spreading out behind you. 3, 2, hands on the hips. And 1, let's rise back up. As you turn to face the front of the mat, hands down, stepping back for 1 vinyasa to come to downward facing dog. Look between the hands. Stepping left foot, right foot forward, halfway lift. And then exhale to forward fold. On the inhale, rising up all the way, palms to touch above the head. And then exhale, hands to heart center. And let's finish the practice exactly where we are here at the top of the mat. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the practice today, and I will see you around soon. Bye!